I'll have one more thread of questions and we'll open up to the audience. So we talked a bit about what's changing with coding. I'm curious about what you see changing in the world of software or software products. I think as we see AI making writing code 10 or 100x cheaper, what happens to the value of the products that are produced with software? Do we have a SaaS apocalypse on our hands? How do you think this plays out? And again, you're going to have to make another prediction.
The SaaS apocalypse question is my favorite question. I think there's two things that are going to happen, and I don't think either of them is the thing that people have been talking about. I think one is anyone here an Acquired listener? Like the Acquired podcast? Yeah, it's like the best podcast. I got to do an Unplugged with them the other week, and I felt like I got to like meet my heroes because they're just like the hosts are the best. So they have this idea of 7 powers, and this is like Hamilton. He wrote a book about this, and this is kind of the 7 moats in business. And I think what's going to happen is because of AI, some of these moats are going to get more important, and some are going to get less important. And so, like for example, one that gets less important is switching costs, because you can just use the model and you can kind of port from one thing to a different thing. Another one that gets less important is process power, because for companies whose moat is like workflows and process and things like this, Claude is getting really good at figuring out process. And especially with 4.7, it can just hill climb anything. So if you give it a target and you tell it to iterate until it's done, it'll just do it. I think this is the first model like that. So I think these are going to get less important, but I think the previous moats actually still matter. So this is like network effects, scale economies, cornered resources, things like that. These are not really changing with AI. I think the second thing is, if you look at the number of startups today, or like maybe in the next, the past 10 years, I think the number